My sights on, high life drone, twilight zone, fly like I'm stoned. Yeah. They way gone, J-Way is known. Go hard, go home, get money long. My life up, flow like up, hoes like yup. I'm like fuck, where's my phone?
Like I still outwork the brokest person in the room. I still outwork the brokest person I know. You get what I'm saying? I can get a $10 million check today. I'm gonna be the hardest working person I know the day after.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jay Sin, coming back with another one, man. But look, man, in that clip, right, you got the baby talking about how he'll outwork the brokest person in the room. You know what I mean? And that could be taken in many different ways, but I know what he means. You know what I mean? He means that it doesn't matter about how much that person have or how much he do have. Either way, the baby feels like he is gonna outwork them no matter what. He not focusing on what they do and don't have. He don't care. No matter what, all he focused on is outworking that person, meaning that he will go to no end to do what it takes to get where he trying to go and get to the bag by putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? So he willing to work and do what it takes, you know? And I like that clip, shout out to the baby, because he already successful. He has money. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, right, he's still not taking his foot off the gas. It's a lot of people out there that get lax. They would, you know what I mean? They would ease up. Some people even start getting all around lazy. They feeling like they don't have to do the things that they had to do to get in there. You see that in sports too. You got guys that get into the leagues that we watch, but they don't put in just as much work as they did to get there. It's one thing to get into the game, into the music industry, into the NBA, the NFL, the hockey league and all of that, but that's just the beginning of it. You know what I mean? A lot of people, right, they get into these places, they get to where they was trying to go, their dreams, the start of their dreams is coming true, and they think that the job is done. They not reaching for the stars like they was before. They start getting a little bit of money. They start getting a little bit of fame. And that work ethic go right out of the window. It goes right out of the window. You even see that amongst us. You know what I mean? Just the regular people. You see people get into these jobs. You know what I mean? They want to go and get to these certain levels. They want to climb up top, but guess what? They don't want to put in the work to do it. They be on some, I'ma talk shit about this person. I'ma snitch on that person. I'ma try to act like this person ain't doing shit, talking down on people. See, that ain't gonna get you nowhere, hating on the next person that's putting in that work to get these positions in life. You know what I'm saying? And this could go for any level. It don't have to just be success and all up in the game and the sports and all that other shit. You see people get laxed in their life in general. They just satisfied. And if you want more out of life, you cannot be satisfied. You gotta be willing to put in just as much work as you did when you first started seeing a little bit of money and success. And you gotta listen, you gotta take it to the next level if that's where you're trying to get to. It's a lot of us trying to get to the next level. It's a lot of people trying to get to where the baby at. You know what I mean? But you cannot stop working. You can't stop working on yourself. You can't stop working on your craft. You can't stop working on your personality. You can't stop working on your mindset. You can't stop working on anything and think everything just in the bag. It's a lot of people that think everything just in the bag. And things don't be in the bag like that. People just think that they got it sold up, and it don't be. It's always somebody sitting there waiting and willing to do more than what you doing to take your spot. It's always going to be somebody trying to take your spot. Even in these relationships. Even in these relationships where you see these women getting lazy. You know what I mean? They getting lazy like we ain't outnumbered as men, and it ain't a bunch of thirsty women that's just itching to find a man. You see dudes get lazy. They stop working on their bodies. You know what I mean? They stop paying their girl any attention. They stop doing all types of things that they was doing to get her. But then when she leave and start looking at that masculine man that's still working on his body, that's still trying to elevate in life, guess what? Her eyes gonna go on him. You know what I mean? A lot of people falling for the okie doke and shit. Like I told y'all before, some of these women will do that. A lot of the times it be shit tests. They will see if you gonna allow them to take you off your game and your square. And then most men allow women to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it works at both ends of the spectrum for women and for men. You know what I mean? We got to stay on top of our shit. It's always going to be somebody that's trying to take your spot. It's always going to be somebody out there that's trying to out hustle you. It's always going to be like that. So what the baby is saying is that he going to still outwork the brokest person in the room. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. He going to still do what he got to do to get that bag, to keep that success and that momentum going. And y'all got to do the same. Y'all got to do the same while y'all on this path and this journey as well. I don't care. This can go for anything in life. If you want more out of it, we got to put more work. We got to do more. We got to take these chances. We got to take risks. It don't matter. Sitting there thinking too much about it and not making no moves, listen, you're not being productive. You're not going to get to where you're trying to go. Sitting there focusing on what they doing over there and focusing on everybody else and trying to mimic what they doing and keeping all your attention on them and hating on them, you're not going to get to where you're trying to go. You're not focused on yourself. So guess what? Listen, you're going to fail. You're gonna be inching towards the failure because you focused on everything else but handling your shit. You got to become accustomed to handling your shit and going out there and taking these risks and taking these chances and telling yourself like, look, man, it don't matter. I'm going to do what it takes, you know? And you got most of the people that's not willing to do that, you know? And they good where they at. That's not a shot at them. Some people happy where they at. That's okay. But you can't be out here hooping and hollering, talking about you gonna do this and you gonna doing that. You gonna do that. Telling the world that you this, you acting like you big shit, big fish, but you not willing to put in the work to do it. It's a lot of people that just run their mouth and talk and they don't make no moves. They don't make no moves. And at the end of the day, man, eventually, man, people gonna get tired of it. I don't want to be around people that's just steady talking, not doing nothing, not making no moves, not doing this, not tossing no ideas around, nothing. And they just been talking about the same shit year after year after year. Y'all that's watching this video, y'all gotta stay away from people like that too. They bring down your vibration because you sitting there listening to the same repetitive bullshit. Every time y'all kick it, every time y'all kick it, every time y'all kick it, it's about the same old thing. It's about the same old thing. It's the same old thing. I know you love these people. I know that's your homie. I know that's your fam. I know that's this. I know it's that. But listen, when you trying to elevate, you need to be around people that's moving things around. Even in their life, that's going to accept their flaws, right? You accept your flaws and then you start working on that shit. You need to be around people like that could be honest with you and transparent about the things that they going through and going on and that they got going on in their life and what they trying to do to problem solve and change that. All of these things will play a part in your life. All of it. All of it. Don't let nobody tell you different because a lot of people want to work on little small things and then act like they did something big. You didn't do nothing big. You know, this go for a lot of different areas in our life where people don't realize. They think we just have this one life in this one area that we need to work on. A lot of people, they just gonna work on their exterior. They ain't gonna work on nothing in the inside. They not gonna work on communication or anything else. They just gonna think as long as this face is right and my body is right, then I'm cool. And they gonna leave it at that. They just want to look a certain way and then get that. They just want that. They just want to look like they're where they want to be at. I don't want to look like that. There's more things that we have to work on than just this. It's a lot of outside work that have to be done. It's a lot of inside work that have to be done. It's a lot of emotional work that have to be done, especially with us men. Because there's too many emotional men walking around here, and it's dropping them. It's dropping them in several different ways. So it's always going to be work that needs to be done. Now, the question is, are you willing to do it? Because everybody want a lot of things, but don't nobody want to work for it. Don't nobody want to put in that extra work and go that extra mile. So my message to y'all is, have a mindset like the baby who got the money, got the fame, got the success, but still willing to do whatever it takes to get more. You know what I mean? Because just because he doing this right now in the music industry, that doesn't mean that stops there. He could be wanting to excel in more things, more business. He might want to learn more things, get into more shit that could bring in revenue. Hell, he probably want to have his family set up more. He probably working on generational wealth. You don't know. So at the end of the day, man, the sky's the limit. So listen, you got to get that hustle about you, and you got to make these moves and continue to work. And that's my word, man. My name Jason and Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all J. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to